You've probably noticed the leaves, some of them just starting to turn, depending on where you are in parts of our state. The fall foliage always stunning here in Connecticut, especially from October through November. So when is the best time to go leaf peeping? Let's find out. Joining us now is Chris Martin, the state forester with the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection's Division of Forestry. Chris, it's great to have you here with us today.
Well, thanks for having me on.
So what do you expect foliage-wise this season? Tell us.
I think we're in for another great year. We were a little concerned about the dryness earlier this summer, but we had some decent rain just last week, and seems to perk up a little bit. The cooler nights have really started the leaves to turn color. And, if folks want to see some peak colors this coming weekend, I would suggest going to either the far two northern corners of the state, the Northeast or the Northwest.
And there are factors that impact the vivid colors. Can you tell us about that?
There are. We really need cooler nights to get the colors really flowing. The trees will shut down basically for the winter. That process of shutting down is what brings the colors out. The other thing is rainfall, and we had a pretty decent amount of rainfall throughout the summer for the most part. The constant that we see every year is the shortening daylight hours, and that also is a third trigger for the leaves to turn color.
All right, here's the big question. When is peak foliage season in Connecticut?
Well, we're actually quite blessed. We have several weekends coming up that will be peak depending on where you are. And Connecticut, not a big state, but a very diversified state. Starting next weekend up in the hills in the northern parts of the state, it's going to slowly come down to the central parts of the east and west. And then, the latter half of October, early November, we'll start to see those peak colors around the mouth of the Connecticut River and down into Fairfield County.
Yeah, it really is such a beautiful time of year. There's also a fun fact about the trees and when they turn along the Connecticut River specifically. Tell us about that.
Well, that Connecticut River area just is so diverse with different kinds of colors. And the yellows, the tulip poplar and aspen and the ash trees is really nice, along with those darker purple colors like oak. And of course, the iconic reds and oranges. There's plenty of maple trees in that area of the state.
All right, we have a couple more seconds here. You have this interactive foliage map that is so helpful for anyone who wants to kind of make their plan. Where can people learn more and find that map?
So it's best easy to go on our webpage, the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. We have a search bar there. And lots of pages devoted to fall foliage. You can just Google that within the search bar. There's an interactive map. You kind of hover over it, the different dates of the fall, and you'll see that map change color. It's historical. It's not the most current, but it's historical over time where we've collected data and analyzed.
All right. Happy leaf peeping season. Chris Martin, State Forester with Deep's Forestry Division. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.